In 2017, I built my first club. And now, 2026 is already about 130 gyms. Part of it, 16 is mine. So I just used whatever income was generated from the first gym. I slowly pump in again to open another gym.
Malaysia is number one market for us growing. Last year, we opened 38 locations. This year, we are targeting to double that number. Post-pandemic, what we noticed is Malaysia market was absolutely underutilized. It's cheaper in Malaysia to build a gym, to run a gym, and there was a lot of opportunity within the market for them to increase their revenue, like offering personal training services. And so far for them was, wow, it's cheaper to rent, to build, to run. And that has started a rapid expansion.
Hi everyone. So today the Financial Coconut is at Franchise International Malaysia. I'm Tim, your host. I'm the content lead from the Financial Coconut. So today actually is our first year at KL. We have brought our signature business show from Singapore all the way up to Kuala Lumpur this year. So right now, I'm joined by some wonderful gentlemen from Anytime Fitness. We're going to go through the exciting world of fitness franchising, not just in Malaysia, but also in ASEAN, international. Right, so why don't you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Jaya. I'm a franchisee in Kuala Lumpur, and I've been involved in this business for the past 8 years.
My name is Omid. I'm from the regional agency office, and we are leading the brand expansion in Malaysia, and we happen to have over 20 stores also managed by ourselves in Malaysia and 20 in also the Philippines. We have our hands in a couple of pots, try to stay busy.
Very nice. So let's talk about your story first, Jaya. So what attracted you to Anytime Fitness? How did you get started?
Actually, I'm a sportman. I'm very active in sports. So since I was very active in sports, so I was looking for a gym which is can provide me some services after 10 o'clock evening. Since I'm so busy with my own other business, I couldn't work out after 10 o'clock, so that because most of the commercial gyms, they close at 10 o'clock. So I decided to have my own gym. When I discovered this Anytime Fitness, where it operates 24 hours, that is why I had engaged with the agent and started my first gym in 2017.
2017. So you knew from the start you wanted a franchise. You didn't want to start from scratch.
Yeah, I wanted to start with one first. And then I realized there's a lot of demand for fitness is always there in Malaysia. So I realized that demand is there. So I was keep opening every year.
Every year?
Yeah. Even this year, I'm planning to open 3 in the pipeline.
Right.
And I also have the master franchise. They give us a very good support. They also seek for us for location, not only location, the support, operation support, staffing. So my involvement on this business is only maybe about 60%, 70%. So the rest, 30% is more on their support. So they have a proper POS system. They also provide training for the franchisee. They also provide training for the staff. And it's very looks very promising.
So you were doing your own business or career before this, then you started one, and now it's definitely your full-time, right?
Not really.
Still not your full-time.
I still do other business.
Busy man.
You see, the business which I started 20 years ago, which is a services. I'm a service provider.
Veteran businessman. Okay.
It was my own brand. All right. So it took about 15 years for me to establish that company and to communicate, to have that network, to have that platform, to have that much of client. Here in Anytime Fitness, I don't have to put so much of effort because the brand is already there. It's a worldwide brand.
I see.
Yeah. Once you become a member, you can use any of the clubs all over the world. So and it's operating 24 hours.
We have a lot to talk about, but first, some time to Omid here. So he was attracted to the brand. Tell me about what's it like to become a franchisee in Malaysia?
It's quite a interesting story about how to become a franchisee. Before pandemic was a lot of local initiative, a local business affiliate, or a lot of brand or passionate people would like to come and join anytime. Majority of our expansion started from people who really were passionate about fitness, but also were very good in business. They not only look at the fitness industry as something they're passionate about, like Mr. Jaya, a couple of other franchisees, they are really good at every store improving their operational excellence. And post pandemic, when my office joined as a regional agency, what we noticed is Malaysia market was absolutely underutilized.
Underutilized.
We're just talking about about Malaysia, the opportunity to other franchises across the market like Singapore, Philippines, and Thailand, Japan. They were really excited to see low capital expenditure. It's cheaper in Malaysia to build a gym, to run a gym, and there was a lot of opportunity within the market for them to increase their revenue, like offering personal training services. And so far for them was, wow, it's cheaper to rent, to build, to run. Why we didn't know about that? And that has started a rapid expansion for us post-pandemic.
So this is going to be the interesting part. I believe our audience who may want to be franchisees in the future want to know numbers. So let's go through some numbers. How much does it take to start, and what does it feel like on a month-to-month operating costs perspective?
To build, the requirement would be somewhere between 1.6 to 1.8 million. And that would be including your working capital to ensuring to have a couple of thousand or 1,000 ringgit or 100,000 ringgit in the bag just in case if you needed to dip into your saving for the past maybe 1 or 2 months post opening. But basically, that's a rough number. You can build with lesser. Depends how creative you are with your accounting, or you try to really establish a smaller footprint. But I would say that's a very rough number, which is actually over projected.
I see. So 1.6 to 1.7 million ringgit
Yes.
to start. And this includes all the renovation, franchising fees and whatnot.
Everything, all in.
Okay. It's quite a high number. So Jaya, how do people get started with a pretty high barrier to entry?
You see, it's like you need that cash flow for the first 3 months. Yeah, it's not like immediately you pay 1.6 million. That's how you do your marketing before you start your gym operation or gym construction. You have to start promoting your club. Yeah, so you can
Even
start,
before it opens.
yeah, you can start selling your membership.
Mm-hmm.
You will have some revenue on it by selling the membership for the first 4 months or 3 months. So it will help you to cover the costs. Definitely doesn't going to cover the whole 1.6 million. It depending. Some of the club which I built those days, it cost about 1.2 million, 1.3 million, depending where is the location, what is the rental about.
What is the typical return on investment like? Like 2 years? Do you have a rough idea? Like how fast you recoup this 1 point whatever million?
So I have, based on my record, it shows that some club ROI was 24 months, 22 months, 19 months, 36 months.
It depends.
It
So about
depends.
2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Still very good. Still very good. What about you, Omid? So like what are some strategies some people use to get enough money to start this?
If you're existing franchisees, there are a couple of ways to do it. Normally, we have agreement with our vendors that you don't need to really pay all the costs upfront. You can normally delay your payables to 2 or 3 months. Post-opening, by that time, you have your cash flow. You can recover some of the expenses. If you're a newcomer coming in, normally I have seen consolidated friends and family members to put the money in. Also, as interesting enough, when you open your first store, you will have members coming to you and say, hey, looks like a very successful business. I can see you guys popping everywhere. Is there a way I can be part of your shareholders? And you can create your own creative way of inviting investors to come in. Like example, the very common practice is you can enter to a group of investor to a gym by as low as 200,000 ringgit. Right? We have our franchisees who actually offer that to anyone who's interested about the brand as an investment, which passively manage. You don't have all the money, or you don't want the 1.8 coming all from you. And also you want to be sitting in your home. Every 3 months, you get the financial report and say, good investment. I'm very happy about it.
If let's say they have some amount of 400,000 or 600,000, they don't have to invest totally into one gym. They can split the investment to few gyms.
I see, I
Yeah,
see, I
so
see.
there are a lot of clubs been opening soon in northern, in Sabah, Sarawak, and all
Sabah,
that.
Sarawak as well.
Yeah,
The quite
so
untapped market, huh?
Very much.
so maybe they can be one of the investors. They can top up their.
So that is to start. Like, can you give me a little idea of how much it costs to run month to month? What the expenses monthly?
Month to month, I think expenses will come about 80,000 to 90,000. That will be including of payroll, rental.
Mm-mm. Okay, then to you, Omid, like, tell me about in general the fitness industry right now in Malaysia. How viable is it to start or enter this industry right now?
You cannot choose a better time to start entering the fitness industry. There's a couple of reasons. Post-pandemic, basically, a lot of our customers prioritizing their health. They want to invest in it. Now, actually, in Malaysia means when we used to, old days, 10 years ago, when we talk to the prospect and say, how much would you like to prioritize your health or how much you want to invest in your health? Now, we're like, they were not really sure. It was kind of a luxury type of approach. Now, given the rise of obesity, unfortunately, Malaysia being number one.
Very high, very high.
The other day, I was told, please verify the source, that average heart attack is around 53 in Malaysia. And that's very sad to hear. All these things is keep adding positive momentum toward, okay, I need to be healthy. And the other day, someone said something interesting to me. It stuck with me. I was talking to a newly father, and I was like, hey, things going, and he joined a gym and say, hey, you are a father and join a gym. He said, Omid, people think they need to die for their family. My perspective is a bit different. I want to be healthy and strong for my family. Now I have someone who wants to go to college, get married. I need to stretch my quality years of life, and that's added value. Also, the strength of the consumers in Malaysia. Malaysia economy is strong. Just announced a couple of days ago, 5% increase year on year. Given a lot of global turbulence, Malaysia is going very strong. Specifically, the region is very knock the wood.
But there is a cliche, right? So people say, I have my dream at the beginning of the year. I want to get fit. I want to go to the gym. They sign up maybe for a 1 month package, 3 month package, and then they disappear. So how do you make sure you have decent recurring revenue for both of you, whichever want to answer?
Yeah, it is true what you are saying. So every year, not only beginning of the year, even February it will happen again because of 14 February. Right? So
tell me
when
more.
Valentine comes, some of them, the couple who break off, failure in their living life.
Uh-huh.
So they tend to enter a gym to make sure that they are back to on track. They work out. So these are the 2 seasons. It will
Okay.
be big in a gym. Yeah.
Okay.
So they will come, they will join, and then maybe the membership will retain for 6 months or 8 months. After that, they will take a gap. Maybe they will try some other brand,
Uh-huh.
and eventually they will come back again.
Why?
Because Anytime Fitness have the significant quality.
Would you like to share on this? Like, New Year's resolutions die. Like, why?
True.
How is 80, 90,000 a month is significant running costs? How do you remain viable?
Oh my God. All comes down to usage of the facility. The scientific part of it is there are seasonality, there are part of life that we all can relate to or be inspired. In any time, there's a couple of things that we learn, having over almost 6,000 branches and looking at consumers' behaviors. But what we do and try to improve every year, this is this burning question. What is it missing? Why they're not staying motivated? We have offered them personal training, the introductory packages. Also, we are getting a lot more better with our app. Our app is AI driven. You build your own workout, starts you simple. We just want you to start visiting the club and then build a little bit of a relationship between you, the brand, the people within the club. Then after that, we know if you come to the gym, number might be surprising to you. 11 times in the first 3 months, you're most likely going to stay with the brand more than 2 years.
Three
And that's
years.
the magic number. 11
11.
visit first 3 months. And also, our team is basically obsessed with hospitality. Like any other brands, we are improving, we are learning, we are humble to say we are not perfect. But our gyms are built around communities. Smaller membership to make the franchisee happy, and a smaller membership means you have built relationship with them. If you enter anytime, the office actually has no privacy.
Okay.
You enter the gym, the first thing you see the welcome logo and the office, and it's designed for you to talk to the team, to the manager. And you compare to other brands or other approaches, is the office is at the back of the house.
Right.
No, for us is we are visible, we are on the gym floor to really to understand how can we serve you better, and that's our obsession.
So I will assume growing is an obsession. So tell me about your scale up story, because from one to quite a lot. Tell me about the actual numbers. How did you grow? How much have you grown?
In 2017, I built my first club. So in Malaysia, there was only 17 gyms. So my one was the 17th gym in Malaysia in 2017.
Nice numbers.
And
Okay.
now 2026 is already about 130 gyms. Part of it, 16 is mine. So it looks like every year I build about 2 clubs.
That is very, very fast growth. Like, yeah, about 2 a year, right? So how did you grow from 1 to 16?
So I just used whatever income was generated from the first gym. I slowly pump in again to open another gym, the second gym. So whatever revenue is coming in, whatever profit is coming in, I pump in back again to the third one.
And where are your gyms? Are they all in like KL or you are in different states?
All in Klang Valley. I'm in Bangsa, Kepong, Cheras, Kajang, Sentul.
All the hot areas. Okay.
Because I was more in the beginning side, right? So I managed to pick up all the hot places. Even KL Center, I'm in the middle
Early
of
mover advantage. Okay. So what's your plan? I mean, you say you want to open 3 more this year, right? What's your long-term plan for your gym empire?
3 years ago, I was thinking that I want to stop in 10.
Gave us
Fair.
a heart attack.
Yeah. Then I thought I want to stop in 12. So the more I'm getting more support from the master franchise, and it gives me more confidence to build more clubs. So we had a very good communication among the franchisee and also with the franchisor. They are very supportive. So it gives me more energy to build more clubs and support.
Okay. So speaking of expansion, tell me about what is the market like in Malaysia? What's it like in Singapore? And what's it like in the Philippines?
Singapore is a small country, 150 plus clubs already. The main challenge they have is the real estate. It's either scarcity or it's expensive to rent. Now we are hitting the ceiling with the Singapore. Singapore was the golden era of Anytime, and there was a news article that they were saying that they called Anytime in Singapore the millionaire maker brand.
Tell me about this.
Because the franchises started putting their hard-earned savings, and then now there are multiple locations and millionaires in Singapore. Given the company taxation, all that, being a millionaire is, and as you start from scratch, a made man. It's
So in Singapore, a lot of franchisees turn into millionaires.
Yeah.
Ah.
Even they had invested in Malaysia as well.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay.
So it's a good opportunity for Malaysian to grab that opportunity instead of another franchisee from other countries to invest in Malaysia.
Fair point.
And then the other market was very maturing very fast was the Philippines. Philippines, Manila, the area, the hot areas those days, they used to have 5, 6 Anytime in one small place. It started like mushrooming very fast. And what happened was the massive franchisor realized that, okay, rather than in silo developing different markets, how about we have different strategy for each market, let them mature at their own pace, and we build based on the market demand. That after the Philippines came naturally Malaysia. And what happened was across markets, we had a lot of cross-pollinations because there are good operators. Hey, Malaysia, there's something about it. The infrastructure is there. There are a lot of familiarities. If you're from Singapore, coming to Malaysia is just basically every other weekend, perhaps. For the Philippines, coming and seeing Malaysia in terms of a lot of infrastructure, and then we'll get excited as well. And very soon, what we realize is all markets are growing at the same time, but a different pace. Some of them are slowing down due to maturity. Some is accelerating. Malaysia is number one market for us growing. Actually, we had to like really sometimes slow ourselves down to make sure we're not letting things spin out of control. Last year, we opened 38 locations. This year, we are targeting to double that number.
Double the number.
We are looking at 74 to 6 new outlets. And that means spreading across all secondary cities that they have never had any fitness brand internationally operating in that market. Like there are cities that really is they are surprising us with their how warm they welcome us. Places like Batu Pahat.
All right.
Like basically our ambitions are Penang, KL, JB.
Of course.
Put any time in every single city.
Okay, let's talk about the differences between the countries in a bit. But before that, I'll talk to both of you, right? Maybe Jaya, you. So you want to grow quite a lot this year, right? Double. But it's a very uncertain year, right? There's a war going on. There's a lot of uncertainty going on. And I think for a lot of people, they would think gym is a nice to have, not a must have. So how can you maintain this momentum? Like even for you, how would you maintain your community, your customers, if people are thinking, well, prices are going up, do I still need this?
Yeah, actually, being a member in a gym is a secondary choice for a person, for the individual. So they always put that as a second option. It's not a first option. But end of the day, they have to invest something for themselves. This is like working out. You can do by yourself at home. You can go to the garden. You can go to the lake. You can work out and all that. But you don't get that facilities. So Anytime Fitness provide that facilities. It has a 24-hour CC camera is on. Yeah, observation is there. So let's say during your workout, is anything happen to you, it will triggers. It gives a trigger to the franchisee or to the company who provide us the facilities of alarm. It triggers them. This is the best part of it. One more point is like because the fashion is moving very fast. Fashion means it's like you want to wear something nice, and the trend is totally moving very fast. So for them to feel good, they also want to wear something very nice, comfortable for 365 days. So they tend to join the gym so that they tend not to build more muscle, just to make sure that they have a 365 days in good shape.
There's a little bit of truth in that, nice to have. Right now in Malaysia, the membership penetration or engagement in commercial gyms, it was around 2.5% of the population. It's just so little.
It's not a lot at all. Yeah.
We haven't even scratched the surface in terms of potential. Also, that nice to have. A lot of times when I started with the ambition of okay, we're gonna have over 200 plus any times in Malaysia, everybody was like, in Malaysia, every condominium has a gym. Why do they need to pay extra to have the same experience? I said, yes, same facility or similar facility, but a different experience. The gym itself now connected at multiple level or resonate differently with people. The mental health part of it, just going to an environment that you're inspired to move. Moving is putting in a better mood, regulate your hormones. If you're doing a strength training, it's proven that immediately will eradicate a lot of lifestyle-related health issues. And also, people are craving more for social places or social experience than before. Right? The other day, I was on my banking app, and I was being helped by an AI agent. And halfway through, I say, okay, can you connect me to an operator? And the moment the operator took over, despite of not being perfect, it felt me that I can actually relate to another human being. And that slowly is being a priority. Is there any social or community-based environment that I can be associated with? right? And that's what Anytime is, always have a place in communities, because we are there for you to come and exercise. And our goal, non-negotiable, is to hopefully take Malaysia to a healthier nation, one membership at a time, that people don't think twice to spend to be healthy, to invest in themselves before anything else. That nice to have for us to hopefully to move it to a must have by 2030.
By 2030, very aspirational of
Yes.
you. Okay, well, communities are different, countries are different. Tell me now, what's it like, the difference between doing business in Malaysia versus doing in Singapore?
Allow me to relate to the fitness industry and not to overgeneralize about other industry. Singapore is a very fast-paced environment, and Anytime resonated well with the market is the number of the clubs, accessibility, and that freedom that you can access the club anytime in, get your workout done, out. And it was well located near the public transport hubs. For Malaysia, is a bit different, because we got the main cities, KL, JB, and we have secondary cities. We slowly changing our approach. Example is, if you're operating in a KL, there are a lot of similarities with Singapore. People who are signing up for your membership, they know what Anytime is, what you offer, and that's what they are here for. Your environment, weights and plates. When we got outskirt, a lot of areas that we are the first gym, and basically they will tend to the gym a bit differently. Our group classes are more popular.
Right.
Our personal trainers are more in demand, because for them, that is there anyone who can help me? Is there anyone who is going to show me how to use the facility? And when we will ask them and say, okay, why would you acquire a personal training services? Is it because of the information? Is it the education? They say a little bit of both. I do have access to education, but how I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and the human touch of it. It's a bit actually different as we venture into smaller cities. Our approach is very much community-based. It's a lot of support, a lot of presence on the gym floor. KL is becoming very straightforward like Singapore. You open your gym, they know what you are, they know what you offer, what the prices are. No haggling, get right to the
Okay, very big city vibes.
Correct, very big city.
And then for you, Jaya, like opening all these different, you have 16, right? Did you have to localize your offerings in the gyms? How did you adapt to your different living locations? And what were the biggest challenges, running so many different branches?
The main challenges is more on manpower.
Manpower.
Staffing. Yeah. So we will have, each gym we will have about 7 to 8 staff. Some of them, they will work for maybe about 1 year, 2 years. Then after that, they will resign. And then we have to do rehiring again. So these are the challenges. Of course, if you look at the percentage of jobless in Malaysia is quite high, but they reluctant to come and give a try as a personal trainer. They're reluctant to try a new industry in their life. They just prefer to continue doing the same thing, what they've been doing. So that is a part of it.
Can you tell me more about this manpower thing? So when we think gym, we probably think trainer, right? So people who join, you have to train them to become trainers, or how does it work?
Yeah, we provide both. So some of them will have their trainer certification, so they don't have to be trained. So they can straight away become a trainer. If some of them, they have a minimum qualification as a trainer, so we will provide them some service, provide them the education. So we will train them how to do proper way of doing training, so that they will pass that message to the...
And that certification and everything as well?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So it provided by the master franchise as well.
I see.
So they provide us the training. So we just have to engage with master franchise, and they will provide for us the training. So we just have to send our staff there to get themselves trained.
So maybe for you, Omid, then it sounds a bit similar to the F&B industry, right? Like to get people in is hard, to retain them probably is harder. So tell me more about this.
We are in the midst of reinventing the industry aesthetically. If you look at fitness industry, majority of people are not inspired to work in a gym. the old school lawyers, doctors, all the engineers, all they're still there. They're prestigious. Now you add the fintech. Those are the so-called very highly demanded industry to work in. For us is first we need to create footprint, enough success stories. What we start to do is we put a lot of success stories from our staff for our team members. Give you an example, like we have personal trainers, they come from the well-known universities. When they come to a point that I'm a sports science graduate, they can take a lot of different routes. Normally, the family, they want them to play safe. Go get a government job. It's going to put you in a very good path to grow. Some of them are a bit adventurous. They come and say, okay, I will work for a commercial gym. I have personal trainers who are in their mid-20s, and they are taking home every month comfortably 5-figure. If you go to the other day, I was driving to one of our locations and I parked my car outside and I saw majority of my staff or cars are better than mine. And I'm like, am I in the...
Would you agree, Jaya?
Yes.
Many of your personal trainers
Yes, it's true.
well off.
Yes, it's very true. If they put more effort to be in the gym, to do more sales, definitely they can earn more than that. 100%.
And it's still a good work-life balance, right? Like 5 days a week, not like you 7 days, then you get your 5 figures.
Yeah, of course. If you talk about Grab, they have to drive every day.
Yeah. So is it that situation or?
Not really, not really. Usually the PT staff, they have very balanced life.
We actually force them. Yeah, we gotta be. What we start to notice is for us, we tend to attract a lot of ambitious people. The moment they start to see the fruit of the label, then they say, "Oh, I do sales and I look after my client. Oh, I got a really good untapped opportunity to earn here." They tend to be a little bit more toward, okay, can I do 7 days? We try to tell them, hey, do the 5 days. 5.5 days, go home, have a life outside.
But yeah, despite these amazing figures, you're telling me retention is hard. So what's going on?
It's like not only in this industry we face this now, right? So in fact, I'm having some other business as well. So I face the same challenges also. Not only in this industry, all industry in such a way.
So what is your advice in general to entrepreneurs and franchise hopefuls out there for retention?
It's a tough one, right? They got different generation. You need to appeal to different generations. What we start to notice about the Gen Zs, and I don't want everyone to start complaining about the Gen Zs, right? What we start to notice is they like a lot of certainty and clarity upfront, right? Compared to my generation, when I started my first job, basically my job description was like a couple of lines. Now our employee handbook is, I think we have reached to 56 pages.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But our goal is to provide them certainty and a lot of upfront information. They do not like surprises. Also, what we learn is we need to put a lot of trainings that I never thought would be needed in a workplace. Now, from our staff, we do mental health, we do work-life balance training.
You need to train people to have work-life balance.
How to notice the burnout sign, how to communicate it in a healthy way to your manager, to signal there. Also, we had to ensure that they feel that, okay, I'm valued. That's another proposition where we try not to make it very transactional. You work hard, you earn more money. Now with helping them to understand the value that you add. Our message is, for example, last month alone, we had around almost 1 million visits at Anytime clubs.
Where? In Malaysia only?
In Malaysia only. A million visits mean 1 million time we help the whole membership to be healthier. A chance to prioritize yourself and your health. Like every sales is also celebrated opportunity. We help a member to prioritize and invest in their health and with us. We try to constantly help them to understand here is the value added to the society and your community at large, and get them to be very involved in that sense, not only very transactional, like the work, more work, more money. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore.
You are very nice to your employees. I want to know how nice you are to your franchisees. So tell me about your experience as a franchisee. Like how has HQ treated you?
So far, as I said earlier, without their help, I wouldn't have built this much of clubs until now. So the engagement, the way they support us, give us the technical support, training support for our staff, for us, is always there. So giving us more confidence to open more clubs, to invest more on the brand. And if you compare older vision of Anytime Fitness and now it looks more far away, more looks better, the design.
It's getting competitive. So, but yeah, you still say that the vetting process for the franchisees is very important. It's just not that, oh, I have 2 million ringgit, I can start. So tell me more about how do you vet people?
Financial capability is something that you can put at the first box to tick. Also, with Anytime, we are very transparent from the front. The SOPs and the best practices needs to be executed on a daily basis. A lot of times franchisee thinks, okay, I'll open my gym and people are going to sign up. No, there is a playbook at play. You got to start your marketing. You got to follow that whole path that we create for our prospects to become our members. From our members, become your, what we call them, the brand ambassadors. They are happy with your service. They bring family, friends to your branch. Also customer service at its core, and also sales integrated. Because it's a subscription base, the sales part of it is very active and it needs to be followed with service. Fitness industry has a bit of a bad reputation. Sales, as long as you sign up for my membership, I don't care anymore about you. Had to go back and change the whole thing to make sure that we do care about you. We want to see you more, right? That's our whole approach.
And how much freedom do you have to deviate maybe from the official HQ mandated guidelines?
Of course, in the beginning, I have to really get more guidance from RA. But after it's become, when I open fourth gym, fifth, sixth, I don't really need them because I already have a good experience and I have a good team as well. So maybe whenever they implement any new design, that is where I will engage with them.
You have a
to get to
creativity.
know more information about it. Besides that, nothing.
It's a good system that works, so don't break it.
Yes.
Got it. So we are almost at the end already. Before we end, both of you are veteran entrepreneurs or you guide businesses a lot. One last advice from each of you for budding entrepreneurs today, whether you want to start a franchise, start from scratch. What's the final advice from each of you?
Number one is either doing your own thing or acquiring a franchise or a licensee. Please do know that industry. Please understand it. A lot of things that you might not know at the face of it. For example, if someone comes to me and says, hey, would you like to start a F&B? Like, I don't know much about F&B. And that puts him in a very vulnerable position. And the last is, if you happen to open your own branch or your outlet or whatever you do, you have to be well invested in the first one. I wish that there are ways, if you want to run your own business, you need to be invested, roll your sleeve up. Like for our business, we realize a lot of people like to be a franchisee without even touching the business. Hence, we created a managed services. We have operators that you hand over your business to them. They have done it long enough and they will run the business for you with full transparency. At least we realize that if we have that option, then we will not have a lot of situation in the future that, okay, it's harder than I expected. This is not what I signed up for situation. But we had a lot of successful single branch owners that they realized it's actually not hard. It's just follow the system and replicate it, and you're going to be okay.
And in you, Jaya, from your own experiences, like one key advice for entrepreneurs?
Actually, talking about in this industry, it doesn't mean you're a fitness person, the one who can start this business. Yeah, you must understand that. As long you have that passion, you want to have some passive income, you can start this. Anyone can start that business.
Anyone, anytime.
Yeah.
Okay, so lastly, so Jaya, if people want to find your gyms, where can they find you?
I do my workout in KL Gateway Mall, so I'll be there every day 7 onwards. Beside that, I have other outlets in Kepong Aeon, Sentul Point, Kajang, Cheras, Tropica, Bukit Jalil, Pavilion Bukit Jalil. And upcoming club will be in KL Central, Putrajaya Convention, and Kiara Bay Kepong. So these three clubs are running their pre-sale right now. So you can grab the cheapest membership, which is only 155.
He's doing well with the marketing.
Yeah.
And if people want to become a franchisee, where can they find you?
Please do check out our website. Our testimonies, our numbers are there, very transparent. And also, we have a dedicated team who are very well embedded in the business in terms of operations, startup, and the real estate. We have a very data proven, also with local experts in finding locations. We having a very scientific approach that makes sure that whatever you choose, and we help you to decide that that's the location. We look at it as a 12 years of your investment and longevity of what you actually want to see your business to grow. For us, it's not about the transaction. We are expanding our network of our partners. Please do check it out. And also, as Mr. Jaya said nicely, you don't need to be a gym rat to be a franchisee at any time. But at least the passion, the keen sense of business acumen would be a good place to start.
Okay, and that's all we have for today. I'll see you at the next show. Let's look at that camera and wave goodbye. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.